I no, but that's what I'm saying.
You have to get their mom and shit.
I get what you're saying,
Here, they're on lockdown.
Oh yeah, the National Guard.
yeah, we don't really have a real concept.
You know where it came from, the virus?
You can't.
It's a work in progress. It's
what I'm
trash.
saying, like,
As we're on brand.
Like, I didn't even let me know that was the name, dude. You the worst, man.
I mean, but we're the forefront of it. We're like the faces of that.
We're the worst guys. 100%. Let's do all the social media, YouTube stuff first. Well, you found us. You can find this podcast on SoundCloud. You can find this trash podcast on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all the same name, All This Trash Podcast. And yeah, so nigga, how you been?
I've been doing regular things. I don't know. I had like a weird mental breakdown, but like going back into the stride of things. So I'm here. Like I'm doing things. I'm trying to be productive. Working on music, art, all these things that we can just like kind of like, I don't know, I guess indulge in. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like I'm kind of just sitting and, you know, I'm plotting because like right now this is a time to create, and if that means anything to anybody, this is the time to create. You gotta start making things. You gotta start being self-sufficient, making your own things, you know, just being your own self and all that other shit. How about you? How are you doing?
Me, I've been like diving into my hobbies and things that I like enjoy with my time. Like I've been looking at all the albums I've gotten, and I've been grabbing a couple new ones with the extra time that I've been able to do. I redid my whole Instagram page. Follow me at again. You guys want to see some records and some books and shit. Maybe some art paintings later, you know. But no, I've been like just trying to look into things that I'm really interested in, and you know, it's not like you can really do too much. All I do is go to work because I'm essential and come the fuck home. That's it. Like I leave. That's my exercise. I go the fuck to work and then I go sit on the fucking couch, watch some badass kids, and then come the fuck home. And that's life right now. It's tough. Like you wanna go out and see everybody and be able to spend time with friends and maybe some family if you like that kind of person and everything like that. But you really can't. You really can't. Like
yeah.
I the weirdest moment is like, yo, I miss hugging my friends. Like not even like like it's the most trivial thing. Like you don't think about it, but I was talking to all of our other mutual friends. Just talk, and I was like, yo, I miss hugging the homies. Like that shit is weird. Like,
yeah, it's definitely a culture shock in a sense where we're like kind of confined to like where we're staying at or what we're doing necessarily. Like I can't hang out with like people that I know regularly, and it's not even about people like who are like my best friends. It's like people that
acquaintances. You can't like
yeah, like people I even work with. It's like I work in a bar, so it's like I have regulars. I have people who are like super cool with me for like regular ass reasons, and it's like I can't even see them, and it's like
it's tough.
I enjoy their company. Their company.
It makes you reevaluate relationships a lot. Like
yeah, I mean, like I never really devalued relationships that I have. It's more like along the lines of like I miss doing these things with these people because it's like I've always been. I'm like a weird mix of like an extrovert and an introvert, but
I believe that.
Yeah, so like I definitely love to like meet new people, do new things, and do all these other, you know, these activities that are just fucking
right
captivating. And it's like I'm now at a point where it's like, all right, I'll meet my drug dealers. I'll go stay at my baby mom's house. Yeah, I'll see my daughter. Yeah, but I'm not necessarily out here just hanging out with my friends who are like night owls who will be out and about at a certain hour. So it's kind of hard.
Could not be out. If they're out, it's a
Yeah,
problem.
bro, it's kind of it's a thing. It's definitely a thing, and it bothers me. It kind of sucks, honestly. I'm dreading it. I'm like over here like having like mini episodes of like fuck I need to get the fuck out of here, and then like here I am again, like just like, oh, all right, I'm at peace right now. I'm good. It's just it fluctuates way too much. This shit is definitely fucking with my mental health.
Yeah, it's
for
tough.
sure.
My mom pulled me aside and asked me, so how are you doing with the whole quarantine thing? Like how is that affecting you mentally? And I'm like, I'm kind of chilling. Like, so like I'm a very social person, but I can sit the fuck down and be inside. But granted, this is fucking excessive, right? Like I want to go out and do things, but
Yeah.
some people really have a much harder time just being inside and just doing that. I'm fortunate enough to not have that problem, but again, it sucks. Like I want to be able to see people. I want to be able to go talk to some random girl that I don't give a fuck about for the most part. I want to be able to like go meet somebody or something. Go out to the bars or something like that and do something stupid. But I really can't. You know, you gotta sit your ass down, and if I do go out and see somebody, it better be worth it. Like, nigga. No.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm definitely kind of on that same page where it's like I'm not a homebody at all. Like I just kind of want to be out and about and just do my thing and just live my life. But you know, this whole quarantine thing has definitely changed everything. And it's not even just like, you know, like I'm a nightlife person. I like nightlife shit. But like, even if you're not, it's like it's affecting like going out to restaurants is affecting going out to like bowling, dating, all those other kind of things that just it affects so many like avenues of like what you could be doing at night. You know what I mean? Like people work 9 to 5s. Like most people are 9 to 5ers, so they just want to get out of work and just do something else. And like now everything's closed. And us nightlife people, like I work in the food and service industry, so I'm fucked. Like no matter what, like cause
it's not much you can really do.
It's my livelihood.
Granted, you can't really make drinks from the quality of your home. You know what I mean? You can't really. You're not given the luxury of working from home.
I mean, I definitely have friends that have been offering these FaceTime interactions where they're like
like Zoom parties and stuff.
Sure, but like they're pretending to serve a drink, but they're pretending to like listen to these people's problems, and they're like making money off it through Snapchat, Venmo, and all this other shit. Like, oh, I'll pretend to be your bartender, but you're drinking at home. But like, I'm giving you the attention.
Cool, actually, I like that.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of shitty though. I mean, like, I'm kind of on both sides of it, like, cause I have friends that are bartenders, so I want them to get the hustle. Like all my friends who sell me shit or whatever, they're all usually my friends.
People need that, you know. People need to like be heard by a bartender or just be able to sit down and kick it and talk to somebody that they don't know super well. That's part of the joy of going out to the bars. Mm-hmm. So if there's a way to make money, people are gonna find it. Like that's really innovative. Actually, I like it on paper. Personally, you know, like I think that's actually cool.
Yeah. How do you feel about? Or I don't know if you heard about this, but there was a kid before school was shut down,
right?
Like lockdown and shit. There was a kid who was selling squirts of sanitizer, like hand sanitizer.
That's disgusting. I don't like it at all.
He got suspended from school from it.
Yeah, no, I don't like profiting off of pain per se, and that's what that kid's doing. Granted, he's a child, he's entrepreneurial, whatever. I get it, but like I saw a bunch of stories of like people who were early, basically, right? I'll give you a similar story. It's on a bigger scale, right?
Okay.
This guy went to like all of his local like Walmarts, Targets, supermarkets, and bought out all of the sanitizer. And what he did, and like toilet paper and things like that too, right? Like what he did was he went on eBay. Not eBay. He went on Amazon actually, right? And made himself a third party seller.
Wow.
And was charging like $20 a fucking bottle when shit got real. Exactly.
Wow.
So instead of like leaving it in the stores for people to buy at their own discretion and buy at their own needs, he was trying to profit off of it and make $1 off people. But Amazon shut his ass down because that shit is fucked up.
I mean, it is fucked up, but I mean, like a lot of people.
It's a hustle, but like, is it the right thing to fucking do? I don't know.
I mean, we were talking about this in the group chat about Bill Gates, where he was warning people about coronavirus for a while, and
he said like diseases in general, like a pandemic in general, because the country's been in poor shape for this for years now, with our poor healthcare system, and you know, we've been ready to go for this kind of fuckery for a very long time.
I mean, I don't know, because, like, we kind of were, but we weren't, because we had, like, Spanish flu that came around World War I and all that other shit, but, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of don't want to put it on that paradigm where it's, like, it's not necessarily, it's another disease that we're not going to look over or whatever, but honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on with it, and he pulled out his shares and his stocks at the right time. Like, it was perfect. It was almost impeccable the way he did it. It's crazy to me because now he's funding a vaccine. He's funding a vaccine. And that seems crazy to me right now.
I'm not anti-vaccine. That's been my stance for a while. But I'm anti-profiting off of it. If it were like a free vaccine where you could just go on ahead and get it, you won't get sick, you don't gotta worry, then it'd be cool. But people, like, everything is a business, and that's the fucked up thing of the world that we live in.
Yeah.
You know, people are gonna make money behind anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get that. So I understand it. I don't necessarily love it. And him being on it for vaccine for like the pandemic thing, getting out ahead of it. I just try and put myself in a person's shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, what would I do if I were this person? If I've been paranoid, or rightfully so, honestly, it's not even real paranoia at that point, right? If I have been like cautious of pandemics and things of that nature for literal years now, and then I see, oh shit, China's got one? China trades everything. People come and go from China. Oh, it's in Italy now? I'm selling. Because business is going to take a dip. That's exactly what the fuck I would do. I mean, I don't have a market trends team like a big company would.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a predictable fluctuation.
Yeah.
That's what I would think of it as. Like, it's not... Is it fucked up? I don't think so, because when niggas warned us, when he said, like, hey, there's going to be a virus one day, and I'll make this, we can make a vaccine, blah, 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 it could be money in it. It sounds a little weird, but if you could predict it and see it coming, I can't kill him for it. I can't. I get why you're like, it's shady, because it's another rich man making money. But rich, I don't care. I don't care. I don't really. I don't know. And the thing about it is, there's been so many layers to like the whole pandemic thing. I feel like the reason why I say we've been susceptible for like a very long time is the fact that an everyday worker who is like living not even paycheck to paycheck, even like a person who like, I have to go to work, and if I miss some time, it's gonna be a fucking problem. You can't afford to go to the doctor and find out you're sick and not go to work. No one can. So if people have like a little slight twitch in their throat, and it's the initial startings of the virus, you might be thinking like, oh nigga, I got fucking allergies. Oh, I have a cough. I'm gonna go to fucking work and make this money because I got bills to pay, and that's how a lot of people were initially.
Yeah.
And that's how disease starts, and that's a part of our healthcare system being as fucked up as it is. So we've been set up for it, and I heard, I was trying to say before earlier today when we was talking about something similar. The company that makes the ventilators, they're they're shitty.
Of course, of course, wholeheartely, they are trash, bro. They are trash, and the funny thing, they're garbage. Man, they're all trying to make a pretty penny off of this whole pandemic. That's the funny thing about it. And a lot of people are not acknowledging that this whole situation is profiting states and hospitals for money on budgets that they should have gotten a long time ago. I mean, I'm not saying like this whole thing is a fraud or whatever, but like this whole situation is just making hospitals and the state money. And how ironic is it that
I'm trying to like count it. I'm trying to see it. Like I don't see how they're turning a profit. They're making money, but I don't know if they're turning a profit like that. Like I feel like everything is operating at a net loss right now because people aren't out. In order to die, you kind of got to be outside more than not, right? Like I'm just thinking about on average. I don't know how many people die in the house. So and if I'm a hospital and I want people in beds sick, fucked up, theoretically, right? If I'm trying to make money that way, and if people are inside being safe and doing all that other shit, I believe it is less likely to have a fatal injury, or anything like that that'll put you like on some kind of respirator or something like that. So I don't know if hospitals are making money like that off of it.
I mean, there's still niggas outside. Like I've been staying with.
They shouldn't be like. I mean, at that point, you're doing it to your fucking self. Like, if you're worried about that person dying, I don't know. I don't really. Not to say I don't care as much, but I don't care as much. Like, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like if everyone's like, hey, nigga, if you go outside, you're gonna be sick and die.
Oh my god, this is why nobody will follow this podcast because shit like that.
like nigga, you're literally asking for it. It's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna stay outside. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I'm gonna be outside. I'm chilling. Like, because right now, if you're outside, you're not. It's not like you're going to work. You're outside bullshitting.
Yeah.
Or
pretty much.
Or if you're in the homeless community, I'm not gonna step on those toes. You might have an option. Those people I feel for. That's where I'll shoot that bail. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about you. If you're outside just chilling, you get sick. Duh. You asking for it, my nigga. Unless that's what you wanted to do.
I mean, like, I'm not really gonna go on that either because, like, there have been cases of death certificates getting misdiagnosed about people who actually have coronavirus and who don't. There's been people who've killed themselves, have gotten into weird accidents and other shit, and people have been coding it as COVID-19 or COVID-19 or whatever the fuck it is. And the thing about that is that a lot, like the CDC changed what the definition of a death certificate was for COVID-19. Now coding it as COVID-19 gets them not only necessarily more money or anything like that, but they're adding to more cases, and a lot of people aren't getting tested for it either. Like the people who are getting deemed to have COVID-19 and that was their death cause, a lot of people are not getting tested for that. They're just getting suspected of it for having some symptoms like it. It's not even like they actually have it. So it's kind of bullshit to me because you're lumping in all these numbers because there's something happening now, but the CDC changed what the requirements were for a death certificate was over a month ago. They did this a while ago.
Unprecedented, though.
I mean, sure, it can happen, but there wouldn't be this necessary death toll. You're just saying that, like, there was a guy who was a veteran who had a car fall on top of him because he was doing repairs to a car.
Okay.
They coded it as that. His wife tried to argue it and say like, this is not the autopsy that he should have had because this wasn't anything related to it. But any hospital that gets anything deemed as COVID-19 gets a boost in their money as well because they're getting more.
Obviously, there's no correlation in how that man died. Sorry to his wife and everything like that, and the virus. But was he carrying the virus when he died?
No, he was not.
He wasn't sick and not showing symptoms, and then happened to die with the virus.
He was sick, but he did not have COVID-19. And that's the thing. They try to make it a
wouldn't
thing.
like blunt force trauma of a fucking car falling on you be the cause of death? Again, sorry to the family.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, why are we like? That's a clear thing. Like honestly, to me,
how many
like
cases like that are there?
I don't know about like things like that are abstract, but I actually want to look that up if I can. Let me see if I got my
Because like
Oracle.
I feel like with every kind of statistic and every kind of rate, there are gonna be statistical anomalies and outliers on both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's certainly a good few hundred people who have died of the virus but weren't diagnosed with it properly. Yeah, I mean it works both ways, you know.
Yeah, no, I was hearing a lot about cases that were related to coronavirus and they were related to people who did not get tested. They had all these symptoms or whatever,
That's a
and
problem.
they were denied testing, and then they ended up dying or whatever. So it's like,
Yeah, it's
why
shitty. That's definitely shitty. Like,
like why are we
I get
testing
why-
tigers for that? Honestly,
that I don't understand why that tiger got tested. That Bronx Zoo story is nuts. Yeah, for like I'm gonna just put in a little like context to it. Yeah, there's a tiger in the Bronx Zoo that tested positive for the coronavirus. I don't know why the tiger got tested. I don't know if it was like a Bronx Zoo vet they brought in because the tiger looked sick and really weird. Because before that, I believe the knowledge was that animals couldn't get the virus. Now I guess maybe because big cats have larger immune systems, they might be more susceptible to certain diseases a human gets.
mm-hmm.
That's weirdly plausible, but it's odd. Maybe like I don't know the full story details behind it, but it is definitely weird that they were like, we can get the animals in the zoo tested.
yeah.
That's cool. It's weird. I feel like I don't know all the details of the story and why the tiger got tested, but there are people who might be walking around every day who can't, and they could have gone to a person, but that might get animal rights people against us too, though. You know, like people who believe that animals can't advocate for themselves, therefore they should be given all the medical attention that they deserve because blah blah blah. And
How do you feel about that?
People value animals' lives more than humans, so that's just a subset of people in the world. Personally, I'm not of that subset. I believe that humans are more human over animal. Well, humans are animals, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
more people are species over others before in terms of priority. But that's I don't know how tough of us take that is, but it's definitely weird that tiger got tested for disease. But the fact that he had it is kind of fucked up too, though, because that opens some light on the fact that animals can't get it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe somebody's dog will get it and it'll be fucked. You know, it sucks.
I mean, yeah, but like the priority is there is way I don't know in comparison to humans there are to actual wildlife, but
Right.
honestly, like we're the most progressive mammal or existing being on this planet
Yeah, we're the
that we
dominant
know
species.
of. Yeah, so like what was the purpose of testing this tiger for this reason? Like, oh, it might have coronavirus. Like, it could be sick, but like, why were you doing swabs on this? Like, we had like in New York, actually in Kentucky
Now I'm
or
thinking. I think as a
Indiana.
curious person right now. Actually, I'm not thinking curious. Curiosity, like
Okay.
they can label that as we did it for science, and I can like be like, because like if the tiger had like was saying symptoms and they were like, wait, what? Why is this tiger breathing heavy? Why is it fucked up the way a human would be fucked up in the environment?
Yeah.
And all the symptoms, and they're like, wait, should we test this fucking tiger real quick? Like, should the zookeepers be near this damn tiger right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it for a bit longer, you kind of, it's decent. It's weird, and it's definitely a weird news story, 100%. But there's an angle where you can like hear it and be like, that's fucking weird, and I wish they were more proactive humans, but I get it. Like if they said like, yeah, it's for science. Now we know that animals of this species and possibly others can get it, and we have to protect them too because activists and animals activists.
God, we're doing the whole specimen shit.
Specimen?
That's basically what a specimen is. It's like something that's subjected to like something that shouldn't be subjected to it, I guess.
Well, no, like I'm saying, I guess my example is a little more like a little less nefarious than that. Like maybe a zookeeper had it, brought it to work, got the damn tiger sick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a little less evil than like they're using the zoo's animal to test on it and see if they can get it.
Yeah.
Maybe like it just happened to get sick the way that people get sick, and they're like, "Wait, this is fucked. Check this shit out," and then tiger had coronavirus.
I don't know. I just feel like the whole thing is just kind of odd, and it's kind of weird, especially at this point in life where like New York is like the epicenter of coronavirus and shit, and like, you know, like we're testing tigers in the Bronx, but we're not testing everything else. Like, there's people that have been refused and they died from this shit, and it's like it's kind of ridiculous that like
it's fucked. Yeah, no, it's definitely fucked. If you feel like you're sick, you should be getting it. Like, it's really fucked.
You know your body better than anybody else, so it's like, this is not right, or this is right, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's extra at this point, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Now we're just sitting in our rooms, our apartments,
doing whatever.
Like, yeah, it's kind of irritating. How does it feel to be essential?
It depends on the day. Like, it's nice to be able to have a valid reason to go outside. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't got it, I don't think. I hope not. But at the same time, there are days where it's like, damn, if I could, or it's like, damn, I'd want to be home and like not have to worry about being at risk as much. Because, granted, while the people I live with are quarantined, like the residents are, my coworkers aren't, so I don't know if they outside, they doing what they gotta do, or maybe someone's boyfriend's outside, someone's wife's going outside doing something, and they can bring that home, they can bring it to work, and then it spreads very quickly. You know, we're taking our precautions, we're washing our hands frequently, we're spraying everything down, disinfecting everything, but it's concerning because, like, you peel back the layers for you. I don't get paid the most, honestly. It's like, I could be sitting home and chilling, and I'd feel safer. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like this unjustified means a little bit, but you know it's important. Someone has to be there for the residents. You gotta. They don't really have an alternative. They can't go home for a lot of these people. So
yeah. I mean I definitely understand that because it seems like it is like a lot to kind of deal with at that time, especially right now. Like I didn't think about it in that sense, but because I feel like most people who are still essential workers don't worry about that kind of thing.
At least from what it comes
Because
across
financially,
as.
you really don't have the option. You don't have the option to like not worry about it because you're thinking I'm getting paid and I got bills to pay. Because a lot of essential
Yeah.
workers, this is the fucked up part, are getting paid the least. You know what I mean? Like in terms of
Yeah.
like the overall grand scheme of things. Like it's kind of funny because the building that I work in with my residents is right next to the main building, and that motherfucker is empty. So the people who are like in the office types, they're working from home and like they're safe, they're getting collecting their paychecks,
Mhm.
and they're living comfortable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'm outside every day. I'm hopping in Ubers. I'm walking around and interacting with different people all day, every day. So it's,
exactly.
it's a little-
Exactly.
it's tough. Like being essential isn't it. It sounds cool on paper, but it's not like I'm a nurse or anything like that, or a doctor who's really on like the front lines in danger constantly. You know what I mean? But still, I'm outside. It's not ideal. I wouldn't
mean,
want to work in a supermarket anymore right now. I'll tell you that much. Supermarkets are fucking nuts right now.
bro, when we worked in a supermarket, I was lit and not lit. Like, fuck where we worked.
Imagine being there. Imagine being in there right now in the crisis. You're working twice as hard because you have to get stuff on the shelves, and there's mad fucking customers, so you're paranoid about them being fucking near you.
And no pay raise.
No pay raise. There's no real hazard pay. Like it's a fucking myth.
Oh my.
That is alright. That is definitely like a thing that should have gone through. Honestly, come on, like,
Right.
what are we talking about, like right now? Like we're just saying a bunch of shit. Like these people deserve more money for it. Like I don't fear the virus like most people do, I guess, but people who
It's
are
not-
working on
I
these.
feel like I'm not scared. I have a like very plausible level of concern. I feel I'm not like shook about it. Like if someone touches me, I'm be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You dumb, my nigga. Like, what are you doing? But I'm not like finicky and thinking I'm not scared for my life. Knock on wood. I don't want to like have
Yeah.
that be the most ironic statement I've made in my life. But
There
like
you
I'm
go.
not really. I'm not to that point where I'm super like scared. People are in their house panicking right now. I'm not there. But I think I have a respectable level of concern for it.
I'm in a household that's kind of has that
Mm-hmm.
level
It's
of
different.
concern. So
There's
it's
levels
like
to
it's
this
it's a whole different thing, and it's like you're trying to gauge everybody's understanding of what's happening because everything is kind of weird. Like I was part of the first wave of unemployment where it was like everything shut the fuck down. Everything shut down. And it was just like, wow, all right. Restaurants, bars, things like that, common areas. Like a lot of my friends are unemployed now. They're unemployed right now.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie though, cause like I'm earning twice as much as I would when I was working. So
Hey,
I'm not even mad right now. I'm kind of just like chilling. Like, all right, I guess I'm gonna start working on things, but it sounds like martial law in a sense.
I mean, no. If you wanted martial law, you'd be in China, where if you're outside, you're getting arrested, or like they're like they can have the tanks rolling through and it's whatever.
I mean,
It's a levels to this shit. We're inside on quarantine. We're not in like the Philippines where they have Duterte, who was like, if I catch a nigga outside, I'm shooting him. It's a level to this shit. It's not. No. You can mean what you want. It's not levels.
I mean, that's all. I mean, motherfucker, like that. I don't know. It's a little different. I mean, cause I'm in New York City right now.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in Westchester, so it's a little different. Like I've been staying in the PJs in Brooklyn for a while, and granted, it's not like this. There's patrols.
Yeah.
But
you'll get a ticket or something like that if you're outside.
Yeah, but like the tickets now they're like more than $100 now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Cassie, who was on an earlier episode, go back and find Cassie. Local viewers, comments on that video.
Cassie?
Tell her we say hi.
Cassie.
Cassie.
All right, Cassie.
Yeah.
Cassie.
She was on
Whoever
the
the
phone with me
fuck
the
you
other
are.
day, and she was outside walking, and she had some with her, and she was like, "Yo, there's a cop across the street, maybe eyeing us, 6 feet, 6 feet. They will give you a ticket." So even up here in Westchester, like, there are like officers out around. They might not be as aggressive per se as a New York City officer, but the same fear for getting an annoying ticket it exists. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it's crazy. Out by my job, I promise you, on most things, you know what I mean? I had never seen people walking back and forth, going for walks so damn fucking often, around the fucking main road there, right in front of where I work. Back and forth every day, especially, let it be like sunny out. You'll see a bunch of old white people walking up and down the street. Like, with their
Oh my
jogging suits on.
god.
No,
Oh
they think
my
this is
God.
fucking vacation, man. No, this is not a staycation. They can stay in the house. If you
I
wasn't worried
mean,
about walking on the aqueduct or doing whatever, getting a nice workout in before
That's
you
one
shouldn't
thing
be
that.
you shouldn't be doing it now.
But that's the thing. I didn't have I guess it was a disagreement with my baby mom. I'm like staying with my baby mother to be around my daughter, and I mean she's fire too, but whatever.
Sure.
But
Shout out to Luna.
shout out to Luna, right? Shout out to Carrie too, but
Big shots, big shots.
big shouts. But the whole premise of social distancing to them is like not interacting and not doing all these other things where it's like you're jogging, you're just basically like super separated from everybody else. And it's like I get it. I understand it.
People do
I
have
don't
a
necess-
natural need for sunlight. I get that too, but like one thing I saw my like neighbors do, which I thought was dope, they got the fucking lawn chairs out. They posted them motherfuckers up right in front of their houses, outside for like a half hour, an hour. They were like mad far apart. They talked for a bit, and then when it was time, they packed the shit up and went back inside. Not
Wow.
mad at that. Get your sunlight. You can interact with people to a degree. Don't go fucking crazy. But just
Of course.
know,
I
like,
mean, it is like that, man.
it's just all I'm saying is if you weren't a very avid jogger before this, don't pick up a hobby right now, my nigga. It's not the time.
I'm not an avid jogger, but I run to train stations, so it's like I run at some point of the day because I'm like trying to make a train. You know what I mean? Like I'm like trying to just do all these other things. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a little harder when you're in a suburban area and you're like you don't have to have like catch a train to go to work and do all these other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a difference, I guess.
I mean, still gotta rush to work a certain way. Like, still, I don't know. This train's just more crowded. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like when you go.
yeah.
I'm an afternoon worker, so like I don't do all I have rush hour when people are going home from school and work. That's my traffic. So I'm like,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
I get it. But yeah, no,
Oh,
like, so how is carrying social distancing? You said that they're just like avoiding it altogether? Or are they
It's
just staying
literally, like-
inside, or?
Yes, literally, literally.
I'm not mad at it. It's a little extreme, but I'm not mad at it.
It's like
That's what you should be doing, in my opinion. You should be inside avoiding, you know, at most costs. Like, go outside, get some fresh air occasionally. That's fine. You spend like a half hour outside. Just maybe go for
it's
a
almost
walk
it's almost
occasionally.
it's almost a problem with that. So it's like.
It's a little tough, like, but She's mostly doing the right thing. She should be. You should sit your ass down, just be in the house, cuddle up with the baby, whatever. Do what you have to. Not. She's correct. I might be a little bit too cavalier, honestly, but like she might be a little extreme with it, but
I don't know.
As the saying goes,
there's a medium.
Sorry.
I feel like there's a medium for this, and it's like a lot of people are ignoring it, and they're making it one or the other. Like this or bullshit that people come up with is like corny as fuck to me. Cause like you could do this or this. It's like there's a rational thought that goes behind this, and you could think about that.
Yeah, maybe.
How was it?
Like I said, life is all about the gray area, right? Like
exactly.
So my neighbors, like they were social distance to a degree. Like they were outside in front of their houses, chilling, getting some sunlight and talking for a bit. But they were separated enough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad at that. I don't think anybody would be mad at that. They were spaced out enough. It wasn't a large gathering of people like that's they advise against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like that you can do a little bit of that too. Like I know they shut parks down, so it's kind of tough for like to be like, oh, go to the park and sit down in the city. But like I'm sure she can stand in front of the building for a little bit, catch her breath. Maybe walk around the block as long as she's not with nobody. Maybe with a baby in her hands and arms, something like that. Get some fresh air, get outside your house, because being inside is just so stale and stagnant. You know, like
oh my god, yes.
She could do that for a bit and then come back inside. But like the saying says, better safe than sorry. So being inside all day is probably safer option. You know, and you know. She's being safe and she's being cautious, and it's a good thing. She should be commended for it, but you don't want to. Anything can be a little bit neurotic if you do it excessively. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Especially if you're an anxious person, if you're gonna let that control you or become a thing that really just dictates your day, it'll fuck with your head and mess with your mental health. You know, so you don't want to let any kind of thing become a demon and control you and take you out of your comfort zone to that degree.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like in terms of handling this situation, she's doing what she can. It's just it's a lot right now. It's a lot to handle. So I'm not gonna really demonize anything like that. Mm-hmm. In terms of everything else, it's just like, I don't know, there's so many ways you can do anything, and it's like, it's very mounting. It's very mounting. And then, like, a lot of people don't know how to take certain situations. We're all, like, trying to figure out our own things, honestly.
For the most part, that's how life is in general. You know, you gotta have an idea of what you want to do with yourself and how you want to go about doing things. And even in this, this crisis, there are different ways to, go about your business.
Definitely.
I'm still staunch on the side of, if you're outside to be outside to do nothing, I can't support it. Like, I can't. Like,
you don't want to go in JC's mom's car to go to Mercy College to bullshit and listen to like Lil Wayne and French Montana?
I was thinking about car rides, and I think I am okay with them. Car rides are fine. I feel like if you drive, you know what I mean, you can go get in the car and drive around a little bit. You're gonna be away from each other. But like piling up in a friend's car, like maybe, but just don't, like, if I were to do that and I got sick again, knock on wood, God forbid, whatever.
Yeah.
I have to know that that's what I signed up for, and he has to know that that's what he signed up for by sitting in the car with me, because we're both working right now. Yep. We're both seeing people all day. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like fucking without a condom, right? Fucking a new bitch without a condom. you're putting your life in jeopardy for something to do for casual fun. Is it worth it?
Hold on, because that is something that I don't agree with necessarily, because I feel like you just, like, at least in my experience, you kind of just know.
Nah, you raw dogging it, bro. No, you don't. You don't know.
I
really
do know.
Don't know.
I do know.
Because
I've been there.
They're asymptomatic carriers, and with these girls, there are girls who will tell you that, oh, I fucked with like 1 or 2 guys, or oh, I'm a virgin, and they mess with a whole bunch of people. And there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't lie about it, though. That's
I'm just saying that.
Like,
I'm just saying I could read that shit. Like I know where people are at for the most part, especially now in my life. It's just like, this is this and this is that. I'm not mad at it, and if that is a thing, that's cool. I have no problem with it, but just be honest. People just lie about shit all the time for no reason. People lie they just lie to lie, and it's just like, just say whatever it is. Like, why are you making it this? I have no problem with whatever situation it is to just say what it is, and that's what it is.
Yeah, keep it a being, bro. It's not that. I'm not gonna like you anyway. Especially the older you get, when people still lie about people that they might or might not have dealt with. It just gets cornier and cornier by the day.
Yeah, I'm just kind of over it. Like, let's just go on. Let's go on to the new shit. And like, second of all, why are we even still talking about like the past? I feel like once you go to a certain point in your life, like, why are you talking about the past?
The past is only important if you're not healthy. If you got some shit on you, like if you got the herpes or the head.
Oh, like NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, if you got something like that, oh yeah, I want to know about your past. That's the only time that is necessary. But if it's just like I've casually been involved with a few people in my time, I don't give a fuck about anything like that. I don't even know that nigga name. I don't even know that girl's name. Hey, it be like that. You know what I mean? I don't even know nothing about those people in your past. Unless you have a disease and you're carrying, in which case, thank you for informing me.
Yeah.
And if you don't tell me, I'm gonna sue your ass and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna take your money before I die. Like, you know?
I mean, it's just it just seems like a messy situation. I'm just at this point where it's like, just be honest about things. Just talk about, like, as an adult, be an adult, and just say and convey things in like a mature manner. And granted, don't get it twisted. Like, bro, like, I will fuck up shit myself. Yeah. I could be wrong, and I know I'm wrong when I'm wrong, and it's like, fuck, like, I fucked up, whatever. But like, certain things you could say and convey, especially when it comes out of things that are so elementary.
Right.
Very elementary. It's just very simple. Let's just get through it. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Nothing you can do. But like, that's how I feel about it. You gotta be safe. You're taking the risk. You're taking the risk, gambling with your life a little bit, trying to have some fun. It's very similar, in my opinion.
Yeah. You were talking about being somewhat paranoid about getting sick during this pandemic.
Yep.
I wanted to get more into it. Like, what are you actually feeling from like the actual concerns that you feel that you might have?
I don't think I have it currently.
Okay.
But like, unfortunately, I don't think I have it. I feel pretty normal, but I'm naturally a paranoid person. And plus, it's the allergy season, and I don't have my Claritin, so sometimes my throat will get a little dry, and I'm like, oh no. But I don't have like a feeling like weight on my chest at the moment, so I don't think it's not hard for me to breathe. I don't have any like muscle fatigue or anything like that. So I feel pretty good. I feel fine. It's just nerves, you know, that makes me think that, oh no, it could be, you know, and my own variants of anxiety, right? But like my concern with like being outside and working and getting sick, I feel like that's fairly valid. Like, you know, because me right now, I take Ubers to work, and Uber drivers the driver could have it, a previous passenger could have it, and I'm sitting in the same spot that they were sitting.
Yeah.
Touch the same shit they was touching. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's and the way that it spreads is crazy. You know, it's quick. So yeah, I have a feeling I should be concerned by it. You know, I'm a little bit of nervous.
I get that. I mean, like, you shouldn't.
But I'm not gonna freak out and like have that dominate my brain all day and be like in a full frenzy. I still gotta go about my business and look like the way I would. Otherwise, the best that I possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, when I come home from work, I come home, look at my records, I might post one up, you know, play some music, and I might play my game a little bit, and I wash up and try and go to sleep, and get up and do it again the next day. You know, I'm not going to let it take me out of my flow and out of my bag too much.
Yeah.
You know, I mess with my plans a little bit here and there, and just try to live life like I would any other day. But there's a level of concern there, I feel.
I mean, there should be, but there also shouldn't be. It's kind of difficult because this time right now is just very. It's difficult because like a lot of people are out of work. A lot of people are they're just going through a lot of different
types of stress all day, every day.
Exactly, different types of stress, different types of things, and I don't know. It's like I feel for a lot of people because a lot of my friends are out of work. Like not only just me, but it's like a lot of my friends that I fuck with.
Anxiety for sure. Like I remember when I was before I got my job I'm at now, I was unemployed for like a month or so, and it really messed with me. You know, I'm not good with not having a job. I was literally between jobs. I got hired for this job, but I couldn't work, so I hadn't had a paycheck coming in, and I was leaving my last job. So for a little bit, I didn't have a job, and I was really stressed out, and I was bothering myself mentally. You know, I felt lazy, like I wasn't in school at the time, so I was thinking like, what am I doing with myself all day? Putting out applications even though I had a job already. Like it's just nerves. You just feel lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you feel like you're not doing enough sometimes. So I feel for people, especially, and that's me with my very little.
Nigga, you should have hit me up. You should have hit me up for that if you needed some funds, bro. I would have got you.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I would have got you. You know I would have got you.
But I have a pretty decent support system. Like I can say, like I'm very fortunate. You know what I mean? I have a good safety net to like rely on a little bit, and I took advantage of that to a degree, not over too much, but like thinking about where I'm at right now. Like right now, I do pay rent, but I'm at the family house right now. You know, so I'm not. It's not like I have a landlord on my neck per se. I don't have kids currently in my life. I don't have a car, so I have to worry about car note payments. I have my credit card payments and stuff like that, and my cell phone, but those are very manageable bills, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's not like if I were in a couple different spaces in life and I made a couple different choices and went a couple different ways with things, I could have been that month of not having a job could have been a lot more strenuous on not just me but other people that would rely on me, and that would be way worse. So the anxiety that unemployment brings, I can understand how it can be quantified for the feeling that I was having about like times 10. You know what I mean? Like I get it. It can be very stressful out there. But like I'm glad that the government is holding people down in unemployment, and they did give a nice little boost to it, a couple hundred, bonus.
I'm making.
That's good.
Bro, I'm making twice as much as I was when I was working, so I'm trying to use these things for
Does it make you
my
almost not want
benefit.
to go back to work? Do you see any people live that lifestyle?
I mean, like, I like having purpose, and I'm a
Yeah.
physical worker.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm an artist first and foremost. I will die by that.
Right.
Like, that's my thing. And
So
I feel like
I feel like, given how things are, if you were able to like, let's say in however many months, I'm not gonna put a time cap on it. I don't want to trust anybody else listening. I don't want to trust nobody. Let's say we could be in for however long.
Yeah.
So when everything's cleared up,
Mhm.
you're getting some real traction with your music, and you have time to just sit home and focus on it. And you can occasionally go outside and get a beer with people and like be social, but come home and just and dive more into your passion every day. Does that lifestyle not so appealing to you? Like just hearing that people are making more money than what they were before working every day and being stressed out. Like you're not the only person I know that has that situation going for them, right? I could see how some people would be swayed to be like, I now understand that the mentality of a person who like would live, who do live off unemployment. I get it. I get it now.
I get it because my baby mom kind of lives off of she lives off of the government.
Government
But
systems, things like that.
yeah, there's
Sure.
things with that, but I also help her with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing with it is that I don't knock people who want those services at all because, like, to me,
No, you shouldn't.
we honestly, as working people of this country, we've gotten our taxes taken for
Yeah.
years. For years, we've gotten our taxes taken, and it's
Uh-huh.
like we could talk about a $1,200 stimulus check to finance whatever, but I've gotten my last two, like 2019, 2018, my tax refund. I got
Yeah.
them taken from my student loans. I never got a cent of it.
Well-
They garnered it, and not only did they garner it, but they didn't even put it to what I owed. They just held it as a punishment. So they're gonna hold the money that I have to try to get a higher education for
Mhm.
whatever purpose or whatever. I have to
Right.
live off of whatever I'm earning, and then, granted, if I was paying like child support, which I don't, but I supply my baby mom with money, I'd be basically fucked with no money at all
Pretty much.
and living like some trap star dude just doing whatever. So like I don't know where the bad is in what I did necessarily in terms of that.
So wait, like, no, I feel like you just went somewhere, but like, they take your money in taxes, but you don't get anything back. So
Yeah.
wait, when you eventually pay off your student loans, if you ever decide to do that, right? Will they then disperse that money to you?
Eventually, but it's just paying things with interest, which is thousands of dollars, which I can't pay up front. It's not like a payment plan where it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this, but how long am I gonna do it? How long are these payment plans? Like, I'm gonna be doing this until I'm how old? I'm 27 right now. I have like almost $40,000 in debt, probably right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right? So that's gonna take till like maybe my 50s and 60s, where my daughter's well seasoned into being a human. My baby mom, if we're married or not, figuring out our own thing and how we're gonna finance a mortgage to pay off other shit. There's so many factors that go into it. So
Yeah, I mean that's a part of the life, honestly.
I mean, can we honestly just talk about like how like, can we just cancel debt for like student loans, honestly? Because like, what are we doing right now? What are we honestly doing right now?
I would like it. I would have voted for Bernie, honestly, but like it
He
ended up not
bowed
turning that
out.
way.
Here's the thing. He's still on the ballot though. You can still
I'm
vote
not
for him.
I'm not doing that. I'd rather have.
Why?
Trump
What?
out.
I'm not a voter, but if I was a voter, why wouldn't you do it though?
Because of the bipartisan system. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
it's just gonna because if, let's say, a third of the more left votes, even though I would argue that Biden's a little more centrist than most Democrats would. Whatever. Let's say like
You'd probably be you'd probably be a libertarian.
I can't claim it because I don't know anything about them. I've heard of it.
You sound like a libertarian.
Yeah, okay. I gotta look. I'll look into it. I think I might be. But
You would hate both parties, and you just
I hate
vote
them
for like.
enough.
You would hate both parties, and you'd be like, I should own a gun if I want it.
I'm a little subjective with the gun thing, but
For yourself, not for anybody else. Just like, I should have my gun for my own protection. Second Amendment, man.
I
Second
mean,
Amendment. I'm
nah.
just saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah. I mean,
No.
because theoretically, in a system like, if you live in like fucking Wyoming,
Okay.
in the middle of fucking nowhere, oh yeah, dog, get a gun for sure. Like yeah, if
Yeah.
you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, yeah, get a gun because someone trying to break in your house, shoot that motherfucker for sure, all
Yeah.
day. I'm with that. But if you're in a place that's theoretically like, if you live in a city or New York, like we do, you should be able to call the authorities and have someone assist you in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
But if you're in a place that's not like this, oh yeah, get you a gun for sure. Protect yourself.
I agree.
But, like, I don't want like guns in cities and stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense.
Nah, I'm definitely toting some shit. Like, especially if somebody threatens my baby mom and my daughter, I'm waving that shit. Like, that 45 is coming out, bro.
Alright.
I mean, I got friends that got guns. I'm just saying, like, I'm not that guy. I'm a peaceful person, but if it comes down to my baby mom and my daughter, it's over, bro.
Yeah, protect your family. That's something that you should want to do.
Right?
So, but that's how I feel on guns. Like I'm not all the way anti-guns. I'm anti-guns to a degree, and I'm for guns to a degree. If that makes any kind of sense, you know what I mean? Like there's,
Bro, I mean,
like I'm very conscious. Like I'm very cautious of it. Like I said like 5 times.
yeah.
like with the school shootings stuff like that. That's very concerning. Like what happened in Florida, like not too long ago. You know, that was super scary, and all the other times happened in this fucking country. Fucking, it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had to shut the schools down, not have a school shooting in this country for a month. Pretty fucking nuts.
I mean, what I'm saying is that these things happen. Protect your family, protect everybody that you concern with. I feel like this anti-gun shit is just coming as propaganda to make sure that people don't defend themselves for like martial law at this point. Like, cause like we've been talking about this shit for like months, for years actually, with like school shootings, or like now everybody's like anti-gun, but it's like it's our Second Amendment right to defend ourselves. Why are we gonna take away guns when they are things that protect families, homes, everything like that, an entity in itself?
Conservative Kalen?
I'm not conservative. It has nothing to do with conservative rights either. It's just more about like self-protection. I'm pro protecting my fucking family.
Conservative K.
Greg,
Republican K.
I'm not being conservative. I want to protect my baby mom, and I want to. No, I want to protect my baby mom and my daughter, no matter what in the world. I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna get them killed over some bullshit and propaganda. I will get a gun and protect them if I got to. Like, what the fuck? Like, fuck that shit. It's about who you care about. If I was hanging out with
Right.
you, bro, I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. You know why? You're family to me. I care about you. I don't want you getting killed
Still
by nobody
Republican, though.
else. I'm not Republican at all. I'm no Ben Carson. I'm just saying, like, I just want to be able to hold the gun. I'm not a Republican for that.
It. I mean, I respect it.
I gotta protect people who are my family, my friends, my people who matter to me. I'm not gonna sacrifice that for anything at all. I'd rather go to jail for that. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm trying to save the people I care about. At the end of the day, if I gotta go, I gotta go. But you know how it goes. And everything that's going on right now is just bullshit. What are we talking about right now? I feel like we're all just panicking about bullshit.
It's not bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. It's very real.
I'm not saying that it's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm saying, like, we're panicking on things that we can normally do ourselves. And
I'll agree.
And a lot of people are just not they're not taking procedures in a certain type of way. Granted, I might not be the most protective type of person, but, like, I know how to do certain things. I know how to clean my hands. I know how to I taught my daughter how to wash her hands in Spanish before she knew how to do it in English. And she was born in America. Are you kidding me? That's her favorite thing to do. Bro, she loves holding bars of soap. For no reason. For no reason. It's bullshit.
Yeah. She likes being clean.
Of course. I'm just done with all this, whatever this is. I want to go back to real life where I can just go to a bar and hang out with people.
It's the simple things that you miss, right? Like,
I've always
I
missed
wanna,
that.
like, I wanna live normal and do everything too. Obviously, I'm just really concerned with how everything's turning out and, like, people not being concerned enough. Like, the people, I don't know. I think that we should be cautious and everything like that. As my throat gets drier and drier, I keep coughing.
Corona.
Sad. But nah, like, I want to be able to go out and have fun and do everything I want to do, but I understand that right now it's not in the cards. It's not the safest choice for us. You know?
When you think everything will open?
You want to ask that question and want me to be negative?
I want you to answer that question in a honest response. Tell me what you would think that this country will reopen. We're doing things again. We're living this life.
The whole country? Technically, fucking Florida's open.
I mean, so is Texas. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
you mean, like, when it's gonna be safe to be open again?
We're at the epicenter. I suppose, but, like, the CDC is bullshit too. So fuck the CDC because they're just making up shit right now. I'm not really with them. Fuck them. I'm just talking about, like, what's going on.
When do you think it'll be safe to be open again? My projections Florida kind of fucked it up. In all honesty, I think they made it worse. Florida and Texas, I'm gonna say. Before I was saying, like July. Now I'm thinking more late August, September. Like early July was what I was thinking before.
Oh my god.
Now I'm thinking like September.
I'm gonna be out when there's like fucking I'm gonna be out when there's like autumn leaves on the ground and shit. I'm just gonna.
Summer's canceled, basically, is what I'm saying.
If I gotta be stuck in the projects for summer, that just sounds like trash.
You hate to see it.
Oh my
You
God,
hate to
no.
see it.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
awful.
think now. I think we're gonna be locked in for the entire summer.
How do you feel about that?
It bums me out. I wish that people didn't have ants in their pants so much, where they could just sit the fuck down and, you know, do as like the medical professionals were saying you should do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get like everybody, you know, people are stir crazy. They want to go outside. They want to enjoy the nice weather because it's like the fucking crime of the century. It's been a beautiful spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking lovely out, but you just can't
Wait.
do it.
I don't know. Has it been more beautiful out, or has it just been that because you couldn't go out that much?
No, it's clear skies and sunny. like
I mean-
like low 60s. Like it's nice.
I went out today to get cigarettes, and oh, bro. By the way, I'm wearing a drug rug. Yo,
Oh,
for
very classic.
the next episode that we have one day, actually, what are the next ones? I need to wear this.
Okay.
I decided to be the hoodie guy. I'm gonna be the hoodie guy.
All right.
Hoodie guy.
Nothing wrong with
But what you call it? I don't know. It's so terrible to be like confined and shit.
It's been, but I think it has been a particularly nice summer.
I don't know. I remember last summer I was at.
I mean, spring
Rock-
rather.
Yo, if everything opens up, you want to go to the beach?
Sure.
Let's make a sandcastle and chill.
I'm with it for a sandcastle.
You don't sound like it, so never mind.
No, I wanna go.
Never mind. No, you're uninvited.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yes.
because you're not about it.
So, easy come, easy go, I guess.
I mean, I wish you were about it. Let's go to the fucking beach. There's no reason I went with Wilmer and I didn't go with you. So,
Yeah, no, I'd want to go.
you should definitely go.
Okay. At this time, we're gonna call. Like, leave us a quick comment. Tell us how you're doing, how you're living this quarantine life, and subscribe to us on SoundCloud. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter, Instagram. This Trash Podcast. We out. All day. A lot of shit posting. That would be fun. Yeah. We're gonna start doing. We might do live shows. We got nothing better to do. Y'all not doing anything better. Come hang out with us.